everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Create. And oh, that was not a 360. Last time we left off, I told you guys we were going to be doing some more technical things on Let's Create, and that's sort of trying to get us more into preparation of doing the actual technical side of Villager Haven, of making things more secure for villagers. So, but before we do any of that, we need supplies. And let me tell you guys, I have very few of them. Now, my original plan for this was to make a sugarcane farm, which is what I was gonna do. Thought I heard a skeleton. Which was what I was gonna do for me yesterday. Or today, I guess. Today is Tuesday. Or for you guys, 2 days ago on Tuesday. But one, I ran out of time to record, and two, I just didn't have anything to record. I still don't have a sugarcane farm idea. I've made, well, no, that's the wrong way of putting it. I have ideas. I think I know what I want to do, but, you know, you have to experiment and you have to place blocks and break blocks and do all this redstone trickery, and redstone is not my forte. So, we have to, I say we, as in you guys are going to be there, but I have to do some more, put way more hours into it. So far, I probably have like 3, 4, 5 maybe hours of trying to figure out a sugarcane farm, and man, not easy. Anyways, as you can see here, I killed the gas on the way here. I got the achievement. Where is it? Here we are. Return to sender. I just got that. Or I guess I can show you this. See? Return to sender. Achievement get, guys. So, as we can see here, I have a little bit of, you know, supplies. Just, you know, a few. Not anything to write home about, really. But, oh, I had chests here. I have chests just lying all over the place. So, what my plan is that in these 2 chests right here, or if I need more chests, I'll add them up here. I mean, I have 10 apparently. In these 2 chests, I'm gonna put in. Thought I just heard a zombie. I'm really paranoid, as if this is ultra hardcore, but it's not. In these 2 chests, I'm gonna put everything, all the ores at least, not any of the cobble or diorite or andesite or granite. I'm gonna put all the ores that I collect in here using my efficiency 5, silk touch 1, and unbreaking 3. I don't think you guys know this, but silk touch is my favorite enchant. If I can, I will always use silk touch. It puts a damper on my cobblestone production, but I just really like silk touch. I prefer this stone, and I don't like cooking it. I just don't. I prefer only cooking my ores. So, we're gonna use this. Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, I did get the efficiency 5 book from my villager. I did not combine 2 picks. And as you can see here, I just have a bunch of picks in here. I have like 3 efficiency 4 picks here, which I need to remember to take back with me. I also need to at some point make myself an ender chest, because I keep finding myself coming here and there. Anyways, I'm rambling now. But I'm going to spend the next few hours down in the mines, strip mining. I'm going to avoid caves at all costs, because that's what my mining always ends up being. My strip mining always ends up being me breaking into a cave and exploring that instead of getting actual ores. But I'm down to 5 diamonds, and I would like to make myself OP and get some good diamond armor going. So for you guys, it's going to be like an instant. For me, it's going to be several hours down here. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Hello guys, and I'm back, and as you can see, there's just, for those of you who are observing, you guys will notice there's something a little bit different. Just a little bit different from when I started. Just a little bit, just a little bit different. For those of you who have guessed, I died. I fell in lava and I died. The only thing that survived was my pick, which I guess is the most valuable thing. It sort of fell out, I fell in. Okay, this is what happened, guys. Let me recreate the situation for you. I was like, not paying attention, gonna. I was like, maybe I should hold down shift just in case there is lava. Oh, there's lava. Oh, there's lava. Oh, I'm sinking. I don't know what to do. There's so much lava. I just fell in. Ah, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Can't get out because lava is impossible to get out of. Throw, splat, and I die. That's what happened. I sort of wish I was recording because my honest thoughts were I should probably be careful because I'm at a lava level, and sure enough. So I'm sure you guys are curious. This is what we got. Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. It's all in this one. We have a bunch of coal, a bunch of iron, a bunch of redstone, 46 diamonds. Whew. A little bit of gold and a little bit of lapis lazuli. I know it's lapis lazuli. I like saying lapis lazuli. So I'm gonna head back with all of this, go through the nether. Hopefully I don't die. And, oh man, I just jinxed myself. I'm gonna die with all of this stuff. And I'm going to fortune it. Do I have a good fortune pick? I have this one. I'll take that one with me. And I'll probably take a lot of these supplies with me. Like this. So, if you guys tried to guess how much I was gonna get, this is how much I got. I'm also gonna fortune all of these because I need my levels back, man. So I'll see you over back at my other base with a huge block of this to break down. Okay, here's our first batch of XP. As you can see, I have 3 and what is that, 4 bars because I took out what was pre-existing in these. I say first batch because I still have a little bit of gold left and a little bit more ore in here, as you'll see. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's throw that in there. We have these other ones. No, I could do this. Let's do this and throw it in that one. Let's just real quickly spam click. So I'm still putting away the ores, and you'll see that magnificent, you know the word I'm trying to say, there's a hint. There is a hint of the beautiful thing in the background, and I'll see you when I'm done with it. Alright guys, I just finished. I only have 26 iron in my picks and stuff. And as you can see, my levels are down to 7. I didn't like expressly tell you last time, but at the end of last clip I had 14 levels. I died. I water pillared down and I wasn't patient enough. So now I'm done. I want to see if I can land in there. So let's see. Oh, no, oh my god. Oh man, doesn't that look imposing? Look at that. Look at it. It looks so magnificent. Oh, I said it right that time. I didn't even think about it. Look at all that coal. I probably have like 3 times as much coal, or like twice as much as I do all the other ores. And ba ba bum ba 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 ba. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Oh man, look at all those ores. Now to get back up there and mine them all. So, if you guys want to guess how much of each I'm going to get, I will let you see that this is a 5x5 square. Not all of these are all the way full. Most of them are, however. I'll tell you there's like 4 lapis in this, and I think like probably like 7 redstone in the lapis, but the rest of it is pretty much accurate. So one last look, you can guess if you would like. If you want to guess what my level is going to be, I'll try not to die. I won't die. And these are the chests in which I'm going to put everything in. So I'm going to go empty out my inventory and I'm going to get at it, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I figure I should have mentioned beforehand that whenever I hit 30, I'm going to come over here and attempt to enchant something. No. Unbreaking, not bad. Some of these are pre-made. That's pretty good. I might go with that one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Alright, and only protection 4. Great. Alright, I'll see you guys back here at 30. Oh, well, almost. I'm done. I have finished the giant skyscraper of ores, and here are our 4 chests, and I decided to divide them up from coal to diamond. Alright, get ready for your numbers. Get ready, get ready. Yep, we have 2,272 coal, 2,472 redstone, 966 lapis lazuli, and 107 diamonds. Yep. So, if you guess anywhere around that realm, good for you. And I guess it should have been how many level 30 enchants do you think we can get? And in reality, I got that very last clip you saw of me of getting enchanting. That was from our furnaces that had finished smelting by the time I did all of that. Man, that took me a long time. Oh, and here's our pick. If you guys remember, this did not have unbreaking. Therefore, I actually picked through 1,500. What is that? 11? Yeah? No. No. Oh, I already closed the calculator up. What is that? Okay. Alright, let's do this the easy way. Alright, that is 40. 30. Let's see. 37? 36. 36. 1,536 uses. You can correct me on the math if you feel like it. I feel like it is. I feel that sounds like the right number. Alright, so we're retiring that for now. I have one more over here, except here it is. It's unbreaking, and I wanted to get through this fast, and this already took me like almost an hour. It took me a while to do. Let's see. I don't actually know how long the episode's been going. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I don't know, maybe I'll just take you guys through some of my chores that I do. That's what I call the things I have to do on a on a regular basis, like pick crops and such. So, I guess we'll do that, and we'll call that an episode. So I'll be back once I've gotten some things ready. Alright, so let's start off with picking crops. Excuse me, Mr. Sheep. I think you're the only animal who has not been in my home. Alright. So we're gonna start picking crops. Let me move this down so it's not as loud for you guys. So I very recently started playing the flute again. Now, most of you guys probably don't watch my Talking with PB series. So you guys don't really know that much about me. Well, I've been playing the flute for 10 years, give or take, at this point, I believe. Maybe more, maybe a little less. And there we go. I'm always afraid I'm going to break these stalks. And it probably take a little bit because I sort of took a year off of the flute along with music and stuff. I took a little bit off. I was just very frustrated with my abilities, really. So I've been playing for a while, and technique-wise, I'm pretty good. I actually got worse when I was in college, believe it or not. I just didn't practice, and I didn't have the motivation I did in college that I did in high school. Mostly because I thrive more on competition, and a lot of people, the only other person who played flute there wasn't very serious about it, and I was in a technical aspect a lot better than she was. She just had a better tone than I did. So I didn't have really any desire to be better than her, which is, my competitive thing coming in. So I just, I'm technically good, and by technically I mean like technique-wise. I just don't I didn't sound good. I didn't have a good tone. So they say, you know, and that gets really frustrating after years of playing and knowing people, who have improved and stuff, and sort of having a lesson teacher telling you, how to sound better, and you just can't. So I stopped playing for a bit because I wanted to change my embouchure. Your embouchure is the shape of your mouth when you play your instruments, when you play your wind instruments, I guess I should say. So a flute embouchure is different than a clarinet embouchure, than it is a trumpet embouchure, than it is a tuba embouchure and such. And I took a lot off. I had done it before. I did it in the what is it called? Oh, bother. I did it on sort of off, like summer, like breaks. Like during summer I really wouldn't play that much. I wouldn't practice as much. And not entirely because I was lazy, but because I wanted to sort of forget my embouchure, make my muscles forget my embouchure, and then just move on, and then be able to configure my embouchure as I would like. However, it sort of worked, but old habits die hard. So, and my embouchure was a bad habit, and it's just due to, my mouth shape and how large my lips are, or, all of that, and, different aspects of your mouth and stuff like that, and your flute, and all of that just takes it has to be taken into consideration when you're doing an embouchure. And I was taught a very generic embouchure, which did not work for how large my lower lip is, and how this is gonna be really loud. Oh, wrong one. Over here. So again, very very hard habit to kick, as I guess you could say. And I decided to take some time off, not just because I was, very frustrated with just myself, but also just music as a whole I was fairly frustrated with. So I took some time off, and now after, a little over a year now, I've finally picked up the flute again for realsies, as in I'm going to practice at least an hour a day where I can. Well, no, that's not the way to put it. I'm going to practice an hour a day, and doing different things, starting off slowly, working back up my muscles, because, man, you forget the muscles that are in your mouth until you have to use them for a lot, because I still know how to play the instrument, it's like riding a bike. You don't really ever forget, and especially doing it for so long, and seriously for so long, it's something you don't forget over a year, especially when you're like doing stuff for music and like teaching and stuff like that. You don't forget. But what I have done is that there's this very famous flautist, Sir James Galloway, very very world renowned, very well known. I mean, he's a sir. Oh, boop. And so I really respect him and his opinion and his technique and his thoughts. So when I looked up good embouchure, because I sort of forgot, again, you do it for so long, you sort of just go with some people telling you, do a little bit of this, tweak this a little bit, and, that should make you sound better. And you just, you sort of get used to that. You don't really remember how it sounds originally, or how it's supposed to look originally. So I looked it up, and there was a YouTube video. I didn't go out and look for a YouTube video specifically. I sort of was just looking for an article. And I found an article, but then I also saw a YouTube video by Sir James Galloway teaching a masterclass. A masterclass, if you guys don't know, is a class in which a professional in the area of whatever the masterclass is about, whether it's music or whatever, or an instrument, certain instrument, They come to your school and they teach for a little while, maybe an hour, a few hours. It's sort of like professional development on a learning scale, and they teach you all about uh, the very basics, essentially. Master classes tend to be a lot about basics because a lot of people tend to forget that the basics are the things that will make you better, and those are the things that you have the tendency to not be good at and forget. And like your embouchure, something you always do. It's always something that happens when you're playing your instruments. You have to have an embouchure to play your instrument, and just over time, you don't consciously think about your mouth shape and where you're supposed to put your tongue and stuff like that. And so he was teaching. It was a 5-minute video by some guy who uploaded part of his masterclass, and it was good tone and embouchure. And he talked about the embouchure in a way I'd never heard it before. And so I've been trying that because I don't have a large lower lip, but I have a full size lower lip, as they say. And generally people who play the flute tend to have smaller, thinner lips, and because they tend to be better to play the flute with. It's just one of those things. All instruments have their niches. Like if you're gonna play French horn, you should probably not have big lips. You're gonna have a hard time playing it the generic way. Albeit you could probably play every instrument. You're just gonna have a harder time playing certain instruments and sounding good on them. So for me, it was my lips, and some people didn't really know how to deal with it because people with full lips generally aren't allowed to play certain instruments when you go to, or when the band directors come to your school and they're like, hey, and you're like, hey, and they're like, all right, let's do all these different techniques to see what instrument would fit you the best. But I didn't have that, so I got to choose my instrument, and I chose the flute. So writing the struggle bus ever since then. So then I decided to, but yeah. And so the technique, I guess I could tell you, it's where flutes are supposed to not sort of utilize the entire instrument, the entire head joint. They're supposed to sort of blow over the hole, I guess you could say. And Sir James Galloway was teaching an embouchure in which you would not do that, but rather blow into the instruments more, which is something I'd never really heard before. It's not really something that was ever taught to me because it's probably something that's not really ever taught. So I've started doing that, and just a lot of head joint, a lot of the things that are not incredibly enjoyable to just practice. That's what I've been doing, the not fun practices. But really it's for the best. It's to build up a new embouchure and to not, oh, actually, there's a guy over here. Let's put that back. There's a guy somewhere over here that I want to trade with. Is it this guy? What do you have, guy? 29. Oh, see, I do have a Death Strider 3 book. Alright, sweet. Let's... Not you, though. I do want to trade with you eventually, but not you. I think it's this guy. Yeah, excuse me? This is my Efficiency 5 guy. Right? That's my... Yeah, you're my Efficiency 5 guy. There it is. Now I want to trade with you to try and lower your prices. So yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that, which is fun, but you sort of forget a lot of the things about flutes. When you play the flute, you get really lightheaded when you play hardcore for a very long time, because you don't have sort of a thing stopping you. So like imagine blowing into a straw. So you're blowing into the straw, you have a very steady stream I mean, you can blow more, you can blow less, but, you know, the amount of air you can put into that straw is already predetermined, right? It's just depending how fast or slow you want to send that air through. Now, with flute, imagine a pipe, like a large, like PVC pipe, and so now that you've imagined that, now imagine like blowing half the air in and half the air out, like blowing sort of over the flute, like sort of like a jug. Yeah, think about it like a jug. How you can't blow into the jug, otherwise you won't make any sound. And it's just like that. That's what it's like playing the flute. You're not playing through the straw like a lot of other instruments. You are playing through a jug, which is... Did you lower it? No, you didn't. I don't know if they still do that or not. Oh, hello there. Apparently we got an audience. So, that's what it's like playing the flute. Just playing the jug for an extended amount of time and trying to get like a loud sound out of it. Loud, resonating sound. So, let's do one last... now that we have a bunch of this, let's actually make some stuff. Some extra tools and such. And armor. I still need to make this. Let's do this. Alright. Now let's make one of these, and some of these. Bam, and let's make another one of these, because I got two fairly crappy. Two fairly crappy swords, TBH. I mean, knockback not bad. Well, actually it's pretty bad. I prefer knockback 1 and sharpness 4. But it's a long time until I can enchant a bunch of books and put the enchant I would like on them. So for our last level 30 enchant, fire protection, no. Sharpness 3, no. Protection 3, nope. Unbreaking 3, probably not. Unbreaking 3, probably not. I need some Unbreaking 3. I mean, let's just go for it, right? Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, not bad. Let's suit up. I think I have a full enchanted set of diamond armor. Let's throw that in there. This is my... I guess I didn't tell you while I was organizing it. This is my, my extra tools chest. Because I ran out of room in here before. Let's do this, and let's throw this. Let's grab you. The reason I'm doing this, I was hoping to get Depth Strider 3, but actually let's go buy those boots. That was 32, wasn't it? It was 32 in a book, probably. Let's see, what time of day is it? We got time. Let's go buy that and enchant those boots. Well, enchant these boots, I guess. Not you. It was this guy over here. There's a guy covered in grass. Hello there. This is what you do if ever you make one of these and something falls inside. Don't break any of the cardinal directions. Break off one of the corners, and you'll be able to get it. Alright. Let's get Feather Falling 3, Depth Strider 3. Let's grab you. Oh, that's a bug. That's a bug right there. This is actually really old. This is a really old bug. This happened back in the beta days, but this would happen with like full stacks. Like if I grab this would go under this texture. I think that's why the background now lights up just for that. Depth Strider 3. Thank you, my friend, and let's head this way and throw it onto these boots to make them super awesome boots. And hopefully we will not die in lava again. Alright, let's take this and this. That's 6. How about this? That is not a thing you can do. Alright, bam. So let's put this on, and this on, and wha-bam. Okay, guys, I just noticed you're running a little long on the episode, so I'm gonna leave it off here. We got a new shiny suit of armor, a new shiny sword, and I feel better equipped to go tackle the Nether Fortress to get some Wither heads to fight a Wither boss possibly next episode, set up a beacon, and start tackling that Guardian Temple. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and yeah, if you have any suggestions for the village or anything, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!